I was smoking a really nice joint of mango haze, it's hash, so it's a little bit more pure type of product for smoking. I mix it with some tobacco, some nice filters and Rizla rolling papers, nice. So yeah, some mellow sensations, nice taste, and for a cold day like today is perfect. Basically, the law says that you can make just 5 plants in your house, but with the power of nature. So with the sun, with the water, with the earth. So you cannot use lamps and other systems to grow indoor. When you grow indoor, of course, you have problems with law because you cannot do like an electricity contract for a long time, if you have these problems. And most of the people when they grow, literally they have to use it for them, but most of the people they grow and then they sell it, So there is like an underground market, of course, on weed, and coffee shop is a different story, because coffee shop there is a transaction that is still illegal between privates to give to the coffee shops, So it's not the weed from the state. That's the point that they want to arrive in the future, to have the weed that is controlled by the state, in like gardens from the state, harvest from the state. And that's the thing that is now happening now, that most of the people, they buy weed that in the end come from the black market, from people who they grow it in an illegal way and they sell it to coffee shops in an illegal way, and then coffee shops sell it in a legal way, So that's how it works, plus or less.
The story about the coffee shops, well, the thing is, it's illegal. It's legal for the coffee shop to sell from him to us as consumers, but the thing is finding the marijuana to get to him is the illegal part. So supposedly the story goes is that police come to the coffee shop and ask where all the marijuana has come from, and they say to them, well, maybe some magic fairies brought it, or it came through the chimney, or some magic elves brought it with them. So that is the gray area when it comes to buying marijuana in Amsterdam.
Strains, of course, in the black market you find more strains, more variety. And in coffee shops it's a little bit less, because, it's like some of these strains go too higher the level of THC that is allowed. So plus or less is that. Other products like extractions, there is a really super concentrated products in base of marijuana, that you have like also 90% concentrated. Those ones are illegal. It's considered a hard drug, because it's more than 21% of THC. Like for the law, everything that is more than 21% of THC is illegal, so it's considered a hard drug. So plus or less is that.
Super Afghan, of course. Here you go, yeah? Okay, man, take care, yeah? Hello, my name is Rudy Jones. I'm 27 years old, and this is a family coffee shop, which I've been here for 30 years long in Amsterdam. We are really pleased and known for our beautiful culture about the city. There are a lot of coffee shops, and it's kind of legalized. It's not really legit to trade in weed, but you can still have it in a coffee shop. So it's a little bit dodgy, but that's basically the culture about Amsterdam. And a lot of tourists love to be here because, they love to smoke. And that's what basically is going on here in Amsterdam.
I've heard that only 5 or 6% of local people try to weed.
I think, basically that is the statistics, what is known. But there are many people who have tried it before, of course, because that's 6% of the population that have smoking regularly or tried it. That's what I believe, but some statistics are not known. but I'm sure more of the population have been smoking. That's one thing I know for sure. Yeah.
There's lots of people who don't smoke. It's a very touristy thing. There are kids in high school who may smoke a little bit, or I don't know, my son, for instance, who's now 25. He's never smoked. And I keep saying, are you sure? Why not? And he says, doesn't interest me. But we lived across the street from a methadone center, and he saw all these, junkies going in and out, and there was also a place where a lot of alcoholics were, and so he's really not interested.
Some medical properties, yeah. A lot of people, like for instance, what I know are when they have cancer, because it makes the tumor, it diminishes the tumor away, and that's what I know. And it's also for when people have like autism, the sickness of Parkinson, it really helps. The cannabis, the cannabinoid, the CBD oil, that without the high, so the sativa, that helps a lot. The THC, I mean, that helps a lot for the. So I believe in these properties in the bud, that it really helps. But a lot of people, they mix it with tobacco, and I wouldn't advise you to do that. But when it's too strong, there is not really an option. So yeah, I believe in it.
In 2007, there was some accidents in the city because of mushrooms. Some people say that these people was mixing with alcohol and some other substances, so they have a really bad effect because there was not too much information about it. After that, of course, the government was making pressure to make it illegal, because it was not everyone have the level of conscience to use the strong psychedelic like mushroom, and that's why the truffles came into the market. In the law in the Netherlands is that everything that grows upper the ground is illegal. So mushroom that grow upper the ground is illegal. Everything that grows under the ground is legal. So truffles, for example, they grow under the ground, and that's the reason why they are legal. They grow really close to the mushroom, so they take the 45% of psilocybin, that is the principal, the active element. They give you the effect. So you have to take a bigger portion, but it's more controlled, because it's really difficult to go in an overdose or into a bad trip. Also with truffles, there was some accidents, in this also last period. But it's, people, they have already, problems and situations that take them to act in that way, to act in that weird way. But in the end, the truffles is safer. It's quite safe, Of course, you need some information, how to use it, how to take it, for not having a bad effect on you. But it's nice because a lot of people use it also like a medicine. People who suffer from depression and other situations, like when they cannot eat, like they take it, and they in microdosing, so you take really small dose, and they feel better, They have something positive from the truffles, So yeah, like truffles is a really good alternative for mushrooms, It's a nice effect, and yeah, we sell it here. So yeah. Other type of psychedelics like salvia, are a little bit different, because a truffle, you can, with a regular portion of 15 grams, you can have between 5 hours of effect. With salvia, for example, is different. That one is also legal here, different concentrations. And with that one, you have between 5 to 10 minutes of effect. So it's shorter effect, but it's a little bit stronger, because you have really, really strong hallucinations. So it take you, it's like it's a good trip, strong trip. And the nice thing is that you remember everything. So next day you can also say to your friends, "Oh, I see a waterfall in fire," and these kind of things, So it's nice.
It's just many people like to do drinks, to go to bars, to drink, to smoke. Everybody have their own decisions. It's not wrong. But I just say to the people that the people have to use the minds and the brains good, because everything in life is very difficult and expensive. So it's not like in the way how it was in the past before, when we had guildens in Holland. I just want to say to you and give a message to the people that when you do something or go somewhere, you can do it, but think before when you do it, because tomorrow is also another day and life is difficult. So they know what I mean. You know what I mean. Thank you.